Hi, this is Gabe with Rogers Family Roofing. Over here back at the Walker residence, we want to make sure we get that repair attempted properly. We saw the video, so we got the proper roofing materials with the roof snake, and we'll be doing everything correct. Again, we just wanted to reiterate kind of the cascading damage and overall damages that have occurred from this home. We're seeing a lot of new spots come up right here with these shingles right there, and they're completely torn off on these slopes, and now these two shingles up here blowing up completely as well. This one was here originally already, so we're not worried about that, but these two are new, and same with down there. So we're just seeing a lot more damages come through just because we're not able to, like, the homeowners just haven't been able to get this fully approved yet. Again, that's why we're here using the correct materials. We wanted to go here again, just kind of show again what previous repairs have done for this roof. We're seeing all the wind damage shingles now from the creasing from these shingles, just from this repair that they did over here. Again, more ripping off, more tearing right there, more cascading damage from this repair that was done as well. So,
including like this one, it's creased,
yeah,
and that's a new one.
It's just, there's a lot of damage, and even from this last repair attempt that we did, we're already seeing that. Again, Exhibit A just right here with the shingle completely blowing over, and so we want to make sure we get this taken care of for the homeowner. So we got our shingle picked out over there that we're going to do. Kyle's passing the phone over to me, and we'll make our way over to this repair and get it done.
Okay. So this is the shingle that we're going to end up pulling right here. As you can see, it is pretty creased right along the top. Here's the end of the shingle here and the end of the shingle here. So what we need to do is we need to go through and start getting some shingles pulled, so we can rock and roll and go from there. So in order to start that, we do need to delaminate the shingle that we're pulling. We are using a roof snake, so the nice thing is we just keep this tool very horizontal to the roof, or plumb to the roof, and slide, so that way we can then get this shingle pulled out. So have to go to the next two courses above as well. Okay, there we go, and then one more course above that. Okay, so going through now, we need to start pulling the staples, and yes, they are staples. Staples are no longer up to code. So the issue that we're going to run into here as well is that the roof snake is wider than the staple. So we'll see how it goes here. And already with the approved tool, pull straight through, and it's because the roof snake is too wide for this, and if we go in the middle like this, it actually puts either too much pressure here or here, causing it to tear even further. So but we press on. Okay, another one. Pull through as well. There we go. Find him. It's like halfway coming out. Okay. There's one right here. Did it again. Okay, well, we keep pressing on. Okay. Should be one more staple in this general area. There he is. It's actually already tearing the shingle right along where the staple was. Okay, pressing on. Pulled through again. The other issue we're having here is it's actually causing the shingles to tear right here as well. This is frankly why we don't use the roof snakes, is in theory, and it just even further. In theory, they're supposed to work really well, but in practice, if this area was a little thinner, like a cat's paw, we can usually try and get these staples up or the nails up, but in actual practice, it just doesn't quite work. Did it again. Okay. And there's one right here. So what I'm gonna do on this one is just to show that we're not, you know, putting any extra force on this. And you tore through as well. Okay. And so I'm just gonna hold this shingle up right here, and I'm gonna do everything I can to try and get beneath the staple. See, and that's the problem. This roof snake is actually causing more damage than the original cat's paw that we used. Let's see if I can just get into it from the top. Barely, which is actually not how you're supposed to be using a roof snake anyway. All right, well, we should, in theory, be able to pull the shingle. There we go. And just to kind of recap on this one, this is the shingle that we're pulling to replace because it is creased. Tear through, tear through. There are so many tears along this shingle that is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, shingle is pulled. So I'm gonna set our tool right there for now. The other problem that we're running into is that this shingle is no longer available. So we went and grabbed the closest shingle we could find, especially such short notice. And again, showing the differences between these. The shingle is too long and the exposure is too great. We do have to trim this shingle in order for it to fit. You can get a little more spacing here. Lining it up. And what is that, about an inch and 3/4 too long?
Yeah.
That we have to trim. So, do you have your knife? There you go, sir. Thank you. Okay. We're just gonna a quick little trim. There we go. Okay. Trim through the backing on that. We might have to just trim this one just a smidge more. There we go. Okay. Okay. We've got the shingle in place. There, sir. Okay, so now from here, we are going to attempt to use the roof snake to put these back in. Unfortunately, these are staples in this roof. We cannot just reuse the staples. So we've got some nails here that we will use to start holding these in place. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take the caps off of them. You mind just holding onto those for me, please? Thank you. Okay, and with the use of the roof snake, we shall start by inserting our nail, just like said, or like so. Okay, then we will come over to here using the roof snake as intended. There we go. And even then, because of the general aging condition of the shingles, they are still becoming damaged. There's a little chunk of that totally missing, despite using the approved tools. But we press on. Okay. Utilizing a 4-nail pattern. Okay. And actually with this one, even, you can see that this nail is actually not even in there straight. A wee bit of an issue. Okay. We shall try again. Nail's not in there straight. But that's the problem when you can't actually hold on to the nails. You're relying on a tool to attempt to hold on to these nails. Okay. But again, we press on. There we go. Okay, put one more in right here. Something kind of like that. Okay. From here, we can go ahead and put this top row back in. At the end of the day, what's the issue that we're experiencing here? The issue that we're experiencing is in not getting the nails back in, it's in getting the staples out. Getting the staples out, we are tearing through the shingles right underneath here, just like we see there. Another one like we see up here. Another one like we're seeing right there. Almost every single, this is a huge one right there. And this is with utilizing the roof snake as it's intended to be used to get these staples out. I would consider this one a failure, no matter how we try and swing it. At the end of the day, the staples are causing these to tear as we were trying to pull them out, no matter which equipment, no matter which tools we try and use on this. And that's pretty much it.